Do your feelings get hurt when the person you're trying to interact with is more focused on their phone?
My feelings never get hurt.
No, because you're the one doing that.
Well, how dare you? Researchers at Baylor University call it phubbing, and they say people who are phubbed, and there's nothing worse, often turn to their own smartphone and social media to find acceptance. So look, we've all been there. Yep. Even I have been there. You're at lunch with a friend or you're on a date, and somebody in the group is favoring the phone.
On the phone.
Right, and it's hard not to feel like, why is this more important than this, right? I mean, and it makes you feel crummy, doesn't it, Suze?
It absolutely does, and I don't really know how to approach it. Because, like Kylie and I were saying earlier, you don't want to be a nag, but
no,
it's like,
but you are a nag.
Super
if you ask.
rude.
So I was trying to think about this, like, how do I deal with this? Because oftentimes it happens with like friendships or relationships.
This is your boyfriend. He's the worst.
There has been phubbing that has happened.
Right? How dare you? Who would phub Kylie? Come on.
But so I take the nosy approach. I'm like, what you doing? Who are you talking to? What are you looking at? You want to share with me? Because you're like,
how important
what's happening?
is that thing you're looking at instead of me?
This would really just be kind of a relationship issue, something that people would work out, not really worthy of a tremendous amount of research.
Sure.
Except for this, what the researchers at Baylor have found is that instead of dealing with your emotions in the real world and then trying to work that out with the person who is phubbing you, it in fact drives people to go online, go to their own smartphones, and try to find validation either through new friends on social media or through my favorite form of validation seeking, trying to get likes or shares or comments on a picture.
So is it that it's not just like, oh, I want to look busy too?
No.
Like, because when you're out at a restaurant, sometimes you're like, well, I also have important things.
Correct.
Emails, you know what I mean?
Then we'll do it if we're doing.
Very interesting.
Some of that
people
is
go
that,
to that
right?
and not to other people.
More than 1/3 of phubbed individuals that they researched at Baylor said they go to social media and they do it to interact with new people. So it's not that we're trying to fix an uncomfortable situation in the real world. It's that we're saying, forget it. I'm going to go find validation elsewhere.
Yeah, which I think is different.
Is troubling,
so
right?
That's what's different than I think in the past, because in the past people still you kind of get snubbed a little bit.
This always happened,
well,
right?
Sure.
You're eavesdropping on some other conversation at the restaurant.
Yes, you stop paying attention, but it's the fact that instead of trying to bring them back in or engage with other people, you just kind of recruited into your secluded. What am I trying to say?
You become more isolated. You seclude into your own phone.
And the study said too that it's sort of an unhealthy amount. I mean, it's borderline addiction. People are sort of falling into when they
it's
don't
like 90
feel
minutes or more.
the validation from the outside world.
Yeah,
they go inside
because
the phones.
it does hurt, and I think that's the takeaway for people, myself included, who can get distracted by the phone. That your wife or your spouse or your whatever, it hurts, and people do go and seek validation elsewhere.
But to me, the thing is, the person's only going to be in front of you for just a few seconds, but the phone, it will wait. It will still be there.
Yeah.
Susan's very good. No phubbing there.
Thank you. I don't have my phone anymore.
I know, you don't even have your phone with you.
On this table.
It's always boyfriends. It's always the men. Except when you guys are on your phone, and then it's fine.
Well, then it's okay. That is not a big deal.